Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for coming. I'm sure our host, I am sure that our host is also going to, Elliot, if you don't mind to sit in the front row next to your gorgeous wife. I'm sure that our host is going to also thank you all for coming on behalf of Randy's Care. This is the first of many, many years of events that we hope to have, whether Sarah and Elliot decide to host it or someone else picks it up. It's on behalf of, it has a name, CARE, but CARE is not the real name. The real name of this organization is Randi. Randi, Randi, Randi. I'm going to stick to our community because that's the most important place in the world. Then we get to the wider Jewish community. We get to the United States, the world. But when it comes to our community, every so often, the wind blows in an angel. And an angel you are. You are. Your midot, your anavut, your heart. I don't know that you have a body. I think it's all, every bit of it is hot. You care so much about the elderly. You've done something that I think big organizations that do great work can't do, because this is very pinpointed. It's very personal. And you've been able to accomplish it one elderly person at a time. And I'm not sure that they're just elderly, because I've seen from the corner of my eye all the things that you've done, all the people that you've cared for. And then we have your brother and your sister-in-law. And he picked up every bit of the finances and whatever he saw that you needed, because Elliot and his partner Isaac are very savvy, intelligent, honest businessmen. And they only put their money where they know they're going to get returns, and returns for the community. And they're investors. Today he invited us here as investors so that we could help give returns in multiples to help you do your work. And that's why we're all here. And many, many more people are going to hear about it. And many more people are going to know what you're doing and how you're going about it. And today we're allowing it to be exposed because you need the help. So Randy, we thank you on behalf of the community. We thank you for everything that you've done, that you've been doing under the radar, in quietness, in secrecy, not wanting ever in her life a bit of gratitude, a bit of thanks. She would run the other way if somebody wanted to say, Randy, thank you. But today, fortunately for us, not for you, we're able to participate, able to be a part of this. We're able to help out and do our little part, because the heavy lifting is going to always be on you. But you've been up to the challenge. You'll continue to be up to the challenge. You look great. You know why? Because you're happy. Happy because you're fulfilled. You're fulfilled in what you're doing. Your life has meaning. Your life has purpose. And that we all strive to have in our lives. So those tears of joy, you could wipe them away. All you want. These are tears that you're bringing to us and thanking you. Before Elliot comes up to speak as the host of this beautiful new home that he has agreed to open for Randy's Care, they want us to watch a video on Patch Adams. So let us do that. And then I'm going to ask my dear friend, Elliot Tamir, to come up, take over, and then we'll move right along on this glorious morning. Friday, weather couldn't be nicer. Look at the forecast. Love your families. Love your friends. Love your neighbors. Give everybody a smile. Give them a hug. It won't cost you anything. Trust me. Let's go. Roll it. I need a little help with this. Big guy, you want to take that? This I could handle.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. I'm Patch.
I have a cold. Just a bit of a cold. Is my nose red? Oh, it is.
It's red.
What's that? You don't know?
I don't either.
Let's find out.
Taxi! Try on you. It's working very well.
Bee kisses.
Hi.
Hi.
Mind if I sit down? Hello, my friend. Hello. Oh, look out.
What is going on here?
Guy in the place. All our guests. I'm very happy and proud to call you a friend, a man that is giving back so much to our community, Elliot. Today you have your opportunity to give back more. Everybody hears me. That was not Patch. That was not Robin. That was Randi at her best. While we hear from Elliot, I got a chance, because I didn't want to sit on this, to look at the list of dedications. And if you're smart, you'll do that also, and be very quick when I call on you to say, Harry, I'll take the toiletries, I'll take the clothing, I'll take the Passover package, the bingo, whatever it is that you want, just to give back to this great organization. You're doing and investing your money, as Elliot has been doing here, well. So with no further ado, with your permission and your permission, I call your husband, your pop, Elliot.
Thank you, Harry. Harry, thank you for those beautiful words. Really amazing, beautiful words. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate you all coming out on this Friday morning. I would like to begin by thanking some of the people that made this morning possible. I want to start with Norma Cohen, who is just works tirelessly under the radar in this community. She does so much good, so much work nobody knows. She put this whole thing together. Really thank Norma, she's amazing. Serena Rofe, where's Serena? Serena is back at the office, admin. She really, couldn't put this organization together without Serena. Thank you, Serena. Rebecca Harari, a community legend, has started so many incredible organizations in this community and has agreed to join our board, and she's been instrumental in making this day possible and the organization from the ground up. Florence Gabe and Diane Azrak for all the social media work that they've done. Irving Franco for the videos today and the montage you're going to see later. Harry Ajmi, of course, for just being Harry. You don't need to say more about Harry. And of course, last but certainly not least, and most important, my wife, Sarah. Because without Sarah, none of this would happen. And of course, we know who's the boss and whose house this is. It's yours, Sarah. And without Sarah giving her blessing, we could never do this today. So Sarah, I love you. Thank you. Today, I want to speak about an issue plaguing our community seniors, a silent killer that is very real, but is seldom discussed: being old and being alone. We don't think about it much. We assume our seniors are okay. They have an aide, they have family, they're in a home, they're fine. But I'm telling you, they are not fine. So many of our seniors are sitting in silence, alone, depressed, forgotten. And I don't just mean emotionally suffering. I mean physically wasting away. Loneliness and depression kills. This isn't my opinion, it's a fact. Our community seniors are dying before their time, not from illness, but from isolation and heartbreak. Social isolation amongst the elderly is directly linked to a 30% increase in heart attacks and a 40% increase in stroke. Lonely seniors experience weakened immune systems that vastly increase their risk for infection and illness. Here are some eye-opening community stats. Over 1,000 seniors in our community are living completely alone. About 50% of them are no longer independent. They can't just get up and take a walk. They can't go to the doctor. They can't even go to the bathroom by themselves. And around half of them have AIDS, but the other half do not. And the ones that have AIDS, I'm sorry to say, the care is not that great. No one is really watching our community seniors. And family visits, unfortunately, are not what you think they are. Maybe twice a month, once a month, sometimes never. This is the honest truth. These are our parents, our grandparents, and our great-grandparents. And Hashem should bless us all with long life. It could be all of us. It could be me. It could be you. I know I don't want to grow old and live alone, and I don't want to sit in silence all day in pain, forgotten, and slowly rotting away. None of us do. This is why Randi's Care exists. This isn't just an organization. It's a lifeline. It's a mission. It's a fight for the lives and the dignity of our community seniors. I've seen what Randy does firsthand. I saw it with my own father, and now I'm seeing it every day with dozens and dozens of our community seniors. Some, Baruch Hashem, are with us here this morning. So what exactly is Randy's care? What does Randy actually do? I get that question quite often. Randy steps into the lives of our seniors with warmth, with joy, love, and a personal touch that transforms their days. Just like you saw in that clip from Patch Adams, you saw how those sick children just woke up. They were completely different. She brings life back into the room. She dances with them, brings musicians to their home to play them their favorite music. She plays puzzles with them, brain games, to keep their minds sharp. And she keeps them laughing, engaged, and constantly entertained. She's listening to them because let me tell you something, they all need to be listened to, and trust me, they want to be heard. She brings them delicious meals and their favorite food, which otherwise they would never get. And when they're able to, she actually takes them out on the town. Lunch, a spa day, and even a Broadway show. These aren't just outings. They are moments of joy, moments of dignity, proof that life isn't just over because they are old. Randy's care continues wherever they go, hospitals, senior homes, rehab centers, or wherever they need her most. And for so many, she's a lifeline, an advocate, and a trusted friend. Our mission is simple, yet profound, to bring love, life, compassion, and dignity to every community senior she touches. What we are doing at Randy's Care is not symbolic. It's not just kindness. It's transformational work. It literally extends lives. And this kind of magic does not exist anywhere else. I call it medicine for the soul. I would like to share with you 2 short stories, both real, both from our own community. The first is difficult to hear, but it's important that you do. Her name is Esther. Esther is elderly and completely bedridden, entirely dependent on others for every basic need. She had an aide assigned to her care, but on paper, everything looked fine. One day, Randy stopped by unannounced, and what she found was heartbreaking. Esther had wet her bed and was still lying in it. No one had cleaned her up. No one had helped her. She was sitting in soiled sheets, alone, scared, and humiliated. There was no one. The aide had vanished, not for 5 minutes, not for 1 hour, gone for 3 hours. No food, no water, no one watching over her. And after that visit, the aide started locking the apartment door to keep Randy out. Randy had to go to the building super just to gain access to the apartment to make sure Esther was safe. Esther didn't have family, so it wasn't as easy to get the aide replaced. But eventually, Randy managed to make that happen. This is what happens when we assume they are fine. Now let me tell you about Morris. Morris is in his late 80s and has a large family. He has a strong personality, sharp mind, and was independent his entire life. But like many of our seniors, Morris is a stubborn man. He didn't want to help. He didn't want any help. He didn't want an aide. He didn't want anyone in his home or near him. His family was terrified. He wasn't the independent man he once was, and his family knew it was only a matter of time before they discover him on the floor in the bathroom from a bad fall. And unfortunately, we all know what happens after a bad fall. So the family called Randy. They said, he's probably going to throw you out, but can you please try? And so she did. She didn't show up with an agenda or try to convince him of anything. She came with kindness and a small Sonos speaker playing his favorite Frank Sinatra music. That small moment was enough for him to let her in, just for a few minutes. But those few minutes turned into something greater. Randi came back again and again by invitation. Not to push anything on him or to force change, but rather just to be there, to talk, to listen, to connect. They sat together for hours. Morris would tell her stories about his time in the army, what it was like being overseas, the people he had met, and the friendships that he had forged. He talked about his late wife, his kids, his grandkids, and his good life raising his family. And Randi just listened with genuine interest and pure love. That connection changed everything. He started looking forward to her visits. He opened up. He trusted her. Soon after, he allowed the housekeeper to come and clean. And then the big miracle happened. He allowed the aide to come in during critical hours. This was huge, especially for the family. He then agreed to go out of the house with Randi. They'd go for walks, get lunch together, and eventually she took him to a Broadway play. He told his family in tears it was the best day of his life. And slowly something amazing began to happen to him. His legs got stronger, his arms steadier, his memory sharper. His whole energy shifted. He started living again, laughing again, and singing. All because someone took the time to sit with him, to listen to him, to remind him that he still mattered. This is the power of Randi's care. It's incredible. It's transformational. And it is very, very real. To my darling Randi, I don't think words could truly capture the incredible work that you are doing. The impact you are making is not just with our seniors, it's with their families, and it's with the entire community. You go where no one else wants to go. You make time when no one else has the time. And you see what most of us simply do not. Their spirit, their strength, their soul. I know mommy and daddy are looking down right now, smiling from ear to ear with enormous pride. You are carrying the torch that mommy left behind many years ago. And as your brother, I've watched you pour your entire heart and soul into this work. No fanfare, no spotlight, just pure, honest, selfless love. And Randi, you may not even realize it, but you're starting something big here, a real movement. And I'm honored to be a part of it and to be your brother. I love you. Not done. Not done. But we can't let this stop at Randi. If we are going to scale this movement, we will need to find more Randis. Not easy, I know that, but we need to do it because we need to scale this. I need to find people who will carry this mission forward with Randi. We are building this from the ground up. We have the vision. We have the need. And today, we have the opportunity. Every dollar raised today will go towards scaling this mission, toward building a larger team, a real infrastructure, so that no senior is left behind, so that no one lies in a soiled bed without care, so that no one dies in silence when love could have saved them. This is our moment to step up and to build something unique, something beautiful. Let's make sure that every senior in our community lives the rest of their life surrounded by care, by joy, by dignity, and most of all, by love. Thank you.
Thank you, Elliot. That was amazing. You coined a couple of unbelievable phrases over there. Amazing. What do we have next? We're going to play the main video, and then we're going to hear from Eileen. I'm going to be going around with this pamphlet. 7 or 8 people have already written their names in and given pledges. So please, it's a new way for me, but I'm going to come around. You look at this beautiful list of dedications. Open up your hearts. Elliot, you spoke unbelievable. You made it all clear to all of us. So let's play the video. Let's do this again.
My name is Randi Tamir. Ever since I was a little girl, I always had a passion to help people. There was a point in my life when my father's health was declining. He was sad and he started to feel like he wasn't able to do the things that he was doing before. And that's what happens all over with all of our parents. And I came in and I said, absolutely not, Dad. You want to go to the movies? We're going to go to the movies. I want to go to the beach. How am I going to go to the beach? We're going to the beach. We lifted the wheelchair, brought him onto the sand, opened up the umbrella, opened up his book, whatever he wanted. And wherever he wanted, I said, we're not going to stop. This is not going to make us stop. We have to understand that our loved ones, our parents, and our seniors in this community have the opportunity to enjoy themselves, even if they are declining. I come in with a bag of treats. I set the table. I turn on that music, and either we're painting, we're drawing, we're laughing, we're throwing a ball. We put music on in the hallway, and we start dancing with the walkers in the hallway, singing and dancing in the hallways with my music. There are times they're crying of joy because they feel like, wow, I did something today, instead of just sit in bed all day and watch TV. Sometimes people say, my mother didn't talk. She's talking.
I remember
My father never danced. My mother is so happy. Why am I different? Why is my concept of Randi's Care different? I'm giving your loved ones time. It gives them the ability to want to have fun, to want to go downstairs, to want to paint, open up what they would never open up before.
At Randi's Care, we believe that love, compassion, and meaningful experiences are medicine for the soul. We find that too often, many of our seniors are left alone. While Randi's energy is boundless, this epidemic is far greater than just one person. My vision for Randi's Care is to build a team of people that are trained directly under Randi to spread her magic throughout the community.
I want 100 Randis all over Brooklyn, and I want them to be trained to make sure and to ensure that your family and your loved ones are happy and fulfilled. No senior should ever go lonely, sad, or depressed.
Through her 20 years of experience, Randi has developed a method that will revolutionize senior care. And with your help, we can make this happen.
Where's the first place you're gonna go when you get home?
I'm gonna go dancing.
Dancing with me?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna come every day for you.
God bless you and give you all the best of life, whatever you wish, you and your children. Thank you.
Now I'm crying from Eileen. Why'd you make me cry?
Because I love you and I'm grateful for you.
I love you.
everyone. I was asked to read something from one of Randy's patients, one of Randy's clients. And I have to tell you, when I was reading it, I thought of my grandparents and how growing up, I was always taught respect your elders, honor your parents. And I thought I understood what that meant until I met Randy. So here goes. This is from the Azar family. Dear Randy, there are no words big enough to hold the gratitude we feel. But this morning we'll try, because the love that you gave our mother deserves to be spoken aloud, felt deeply, and remembered forever. In the final chapter of her life, when her world had grown small and her days grew quieter, you arrived, not just as a helper, but as a bright, beautiful spark that relit her spirit. You didn't just care for her, you saw her. You saw past the frailty, the slowed steps, the medical charts. You saw her as we did, radiant, witty, full of stories and sass, still hungry for connection, still eager to laugh, to love, and to live. You treated her that way every single day. You brought joy into the ordinary. You danced with her in the living room to her favorite oldies, her face lighting up with every beat. You cooked her favorite dishes, not just meals, but memories. You solved puzzles with her, painted by her side, challenged her mind so gently, so kindly, that she didn't even realize it was therapy. My mother used to say, Brandy brings so much sunshine into my life. To her, it was friendship, fun, love. And then came Sundays, fun days. As you beautifully renamed them, you turned her home into a hub of laughter and light. Grandchildren, great-grandchildren filled the rooms. Art supplies and games covered the tables, and there was always ice cream. Sometimes before lunch. You didn't create activities. You created a sacred space where generations connected and where our mother felt central, loved, and alive. But it was in the quiet moments that your love spoke the loudest. Sitting by her side, listening to her stories, hearing her, laughing at her jokes, reminding her, and all of us, that her life still held value, that she still mattered. Even when she was in the hospital, your devotion never wavered. You didn't wait for a call. You were there, at her bedside, talking to her doctors, holding her hand, praying with us, comforting our family. And when we were away and she fell ill with pneumonia, you were the one who stepped in without hesitation, without question. You were there through every moment of fear, every hour of need, because that's who you are. You didn't just help Randy. You gave of yourself fearlessly, tenderly. You didn't clock in. You showed up with a heart wide open. And now, as you turn your boundless energy and compassion into a nonprofit, into Randy's Care, we know that countless other families will be blessed by your gifts, that more elders will feel seen, cherished, alive, not, just as your mother did, just as our mother did, because of you. Randy, you were one of the greatest blessings in our mother's lives. and in ours as a family. You gave her the kind of love that doesn't fade. You made her feel again. We carry the memory of what you did for the rest of our lives, and we will never stop thanking you. With all our hearts, the Azar family.
Now we're actually blessed to hear a few words from someone Randy's been caring for quite a while now, and she's here with us today. Her name is Eileen.
Thank you very much. Like they said, if it wasn't for Randy, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm sure everybody who was in the hospital bed and in their beds, she makes them get up and enjoys Randy's care. So please, let's go and have a joy. I'm sure there's others that you'd like to have them get up. So Randy would like you very much to get up and help others who can get in the bed and would not get up. She actually really treats and makes them get up and enjoy the fun and everything. If it wasn't for Randy, I don't know it. Randy, help us.
Thank you, Eileen. Where's Harry? Where's Harry? Harry? Yes. All yours. Oh, wait. 1 second. Before Harry does this thing and we finish up, I know everybody, it's a Friday and I appreciate you being here. My son Michael wants to say just a few words. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see so many familiar faces here. And we really appreciate you all for showing up and supporting. I'm Michael Tamir. I just want to take a few moments to say a couple words about my Aunt Randi. Someone who's been a big inspiration in my life. What my aunt's doing with Randy's care is honestly incredible. She's not just helping people, she's bringing them joy and happiness and connection and reminding them they're not forgotten. Sometimes you can't always be there for the elders. You're dealing with your kids, family, you're on vacation, but Randy's care will always make sure they're taken care of. That kind of care, that kind of heart, it's rare, and it really matters. I remember one time she brought me along to visit one of the homes. I didn't know what to expect. I figured I'd be bored just sitting around. But then I watched her. The way she talked to everyone, joked with them, brought them games, made them feel like they were young again and having the best time. It just made the whole place feel alive. And I remember thinking, this is something different. It stuck with me, and it still does. The blessing that comes with that, it's huge. And everyone here, by showing up, by supporting this, you're sharing in that blessing. You're a part of it. Whether you realize it or not, you're helping make something beautiful happen. I'm 18 years old, and I know a lot of you have kids around my age. I really believe that if more people around my age saw what kind of love this looks like, what this love really looks like, they would want to be a part of it as well. Even something small, a visit, a conversation, it goes a long way. With that being said, I just want to thank you all again so much for being here, for showing Randy's Care such love and support. And thank you, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.